Welcome back to Coding Goblin. I'm going to show you how I build a website on a live server. Now, if you watched the previous video, you will know the reason for this, and the reason for it is it makes you actually get stuff done and you realize what's important, what's not important, and you make progress rather than procrastinating for months on end. So without any more waffling, let's get into it. Now, I'm going to be building this on Cloudways. Cloudways is really good hosting. The same principles can be applied on any hosting, but I really do recommend Cloudways, and at the moment they've got a really good deal on, so if you check out that, I'll put a link in the description. Right, so also, just so you know, I have actually created a new Cloudways account to show you this. So I'm actually paying for Cloudways twice, so that's how much I care about making this video. Anyway, enough waffling, as I said. So you create your account, use a discount code. There are discount codes available. As I said, I'll put them in the description. So you've got your account. First thing you need to do is create a server. So I'm going to be building this website using WordPress. So select WordPress from this little drop down. And to keep this interesting, I'm actually going to build a real website. This is an idea I've had for a while. I won't go too much into it, but for now, it's going to be called Mileage, and that will become apparent in a bit because I can't bother to explain it right now. It's not actually important for this video. The point of this video is we're going to build a website really quickly, build it live so we get stuff done and we stop procrastinating. Okay, enough waffling. As I said, server name doesn't matter, call it whatever you want, and I think we can just leave that, yeah, your project. Now select a server. Again, we're just going to use DigitalOcean, and we're gonna lower this down for now. For, what does it say? 2 gigabytes or higher for production. Okay, we'll just do what they say. Okay, we'll do that for now. And you want to select your location. Best thing to do is select a location nearest to your users. So I am going to be picking London, but you do what you think. Launch now. Okay, now this is probably going to take a little while. I don't know how long, probably like 5-10 minutes. I did this before, 7 minutes. So while it's doing that, I'm gonna actually buy a domain, and I just literally had this idea just now, so I haven't put that much thought into it. I put thought into the idea, but I haven't put thought into the brand, the domain. I haven't done anything like create any content. I haven't created a logo, but this is the point. This is the point of this video. So I'm going to buy this domain, mileagemonkey.com. Good bit of alliteration there. That's a little hack for you, by the way. If you're struggling for a name for your business or your website, your little software as a service, whatever it might be, alliteration. So what the thing is, followed by normally an animal with the same letters as the M and the M. It just works. It just does work. And also, don't worry too much. Don't get too bogged down in names of things. It's really not that important. Really isn't. Right, close your eyes because I'm going to put all my personal details in here. Okay, close your eyes. All done. I was just checking I spelled it right because I didn't actually double check that. I got a bit carried away. It's exciting buying domains, as a lot of you are aware. So we now own the domain mileagemonkey.com. I just want to say, if you are buying domains, Cloudflare is actually really good for that. I think that they don't charge you anything extra on top, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, they're decent. And also we're going to use some of Cloudflare's features, so that's good. Right, let's have a look. How are we getting on in Cloudways? 5 minutes to go. So while we've got 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you a bit about this app or website that we're going to be building. Now, if you don't know about this about me, I'm going to tell you a bit about me. We've got 5 minutes to kill, so we're going to do it. I happen to have a cleaning business. Myself and my business partner have owned this cleaning business since 2017 or 2016, I think it's 2017. And along the way, we've learned a lot of stuff, and our background isn't in the cleaning industry, it's actually in, as you can imagine, website stuff and digital marketing and building things on the internet. Really detailed description. So we actually had a lot of clients, we had a lot of clients that were trades, so plumbers, electricians, house clearances, all these sort of companies. You know what trades are, don't need to explain. And we were doing quite well for them. We were actually getting them a lot of inquiries through their website, which was what they were paying us to do. So we thought, let's put our own hand to it. Is that the saying? Let's do it for ourselves, because we can do all the digital stuff, because that's quite an expense for a lot of companies, all the digital stuff. We can do all that stuff, and it's our own time that we're putting into it, so it's not costing us anything. And that's how we came to have a cleaning business. And as a result of having that cleaning business, we learned a lot about things that are actually useful for cleaning businesses and things we didn't know. And because it wasn't our background, we also had a lot to learn. So we we've found out a lot of things the hard way, as you can imagine. I'm being quite cryptic, but anyway, cut a long story short, you can basically, if you have this sort of business, you're doing a lot of driving. So we're doing a lot of driving around London, and you can claim money back off of your tax for mileage allowance. So maybe you can see where we're going here. So what I'm actually doing is I'm going to build a website that helps you track your mileage, but not in real time, not like a normal person would do, but actually in hindsight, because it's you don't always realize that you need to do it at the time. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's quite confusing. Basically, this is going to help you go through the history of every job you've been to, and you can work out the mileage and do it that way. So that's what we're doing. Sorry if I went a bit weird there. There's people walking right outside that window looking at me, and they're probably like, what's this guy doing, talking to himself? And I've got like a weird bodged setup. I've got two tables on top of each other. Anyway, you don't need my life story. I'm trying to kill the time here, because this is 2 minutes. That was saying 5 minutes. That just jumped, didn't it? Anyway, so that's what this web app's going to be. So what I'm going to be doing today for you is I'm going to be building the first version of the marketing website, and I'm going to be showing you how you can be super productive and not overthink everything and break it down into manageable chunks, because I've done this in the past. You have the whole concept in your head and you're like, okay, I need to build the web app, I need to build the marketing website, I need to design a logo, I need to do all of these things, but you freeze because you're overwhelmed and you're like, where do I even start? And without sounding like a broken record, the place you start is by just starting a website and just getting some actual content written, because that's probably the most important thing. Like I touched on in the last video, if you saw the last video, your customers or your potential customers or clients do not really care all that much about the designs and all these little tweaks that you're going to want to make, it's normal. We do it with developers, we just can't help ourselves, but they don't really care. So annoyingly, if that was the most important thing, that'd be great, making the website look good, putting little fancy little features and animations and stuff, that'd be great. But it's not going to help with SEO, it's not going to help convert people, it's not going to help all that much. So only when you're at like a really high level where that stuff actually matters. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get our website live, so it's on the internet and it can potentially start getting traffic and it can start getting some age behind the domain and Google can pick it up. Okay, right, enough of that. Our server is ready, our app is ready, so let's go on here. Applications installed, mileage. Now if we go to access details, and we'll be able to see we actually do have our website. Click on that. This is going to be our website. So there's not going to be anything on there at the moment, but look, we have a website. We have an actual website. So the order of doing what I'm going to do isn't that important, but seeing as we just bought this domain, let's just point our domain at it. So what we need to do, go to domain management. Also, I am aware all of those database details just got exposed. So can you just pretend you didn't see that? Right, add domain, and we're gonna say mileagemonkey.com. We're gonna add another one, www.mileagemonkey.com. Save changes. Let that do its thing. Again, this is going to take a little bit of time. I actually am so impressed by Cloudways. I've touched on this before. I've had websites with them for years. I have pretty much all of my websites with them. I'm going to say launched, but I haven't really launched it because I need to do a video on it. But I've built something really exciting. It's exciting for me. You might not find it exciting, but it is exciting. I've built a new software as a service, and I'm really pleased with it. It's not strictly new, but I've rebuilt it in a format that is an actual software as a service. Again, I'm not giving away much information, but stick around for future videos because I'm going to be showing you what I've built and showing you how you can actually get involved with this as well. So yeah, again, not really giving much information, but I want to dedicate a whole video to it, so I'm not gonna go into that too much. Right, we've added our domains here, so now we need to go over to access details and we need to get the IP address, the public IP, which you'll find here, and we're going to copy that, and then you want to go over to your domain registrar. In my case it is Cloudflare. Also, if you don't have your domains registered with Cloudflare, it is, in my opinion, worth just running it through Cloudflare anyway. It's really good for security, and it gives you lots of stuff. Most of Cloudflare is completely free. They have a lot of really good free tier anyway, so I got loads of, I think all of my websites are bar one go through Cloudflare for security, and yeah, it's really, really useful. So let's go manage domains, find Mileage Monkey, which we just created. So we're going to go manage, and we want to go into the DNS, so the domain name settings, and we want to basically add an A record that points at our server. So we're going to say A, and we want the root, and we're going to say that, keep that proxy, save, and hopefully now if we go to Mileage Monkey, let's have a look. Oh, okay, hang on. Might take a little while to propagate. There you go, it's working. So what you want to do now we know it's actually working, go back to your domain management, and we're going to change this one to the primary, because we don't want that kind of default one. We don't need that. So we're getting there. So some people, including myself, maybe rightfully or wrongfully, have this concern of pointing our domain at an unfinished website or a completely blank website, which I completely get. But when we've got a brand new website like this, really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter, because no one's going to be on your website, trust me. no one is going on your website. You're not making your brand look bad. You haven't got a brand for starters, but you're not making it look bad. There's nothing to worry about because no one's going to be seeing it other than you, okay? So don't get bogged down in this. And also, that's kind of part of the hack into being more productive, because the more live, or the quicker you get your website live, the quicker you start realizing what's important. So you're gonna now go on here, your website, and you're gonna go, okay, this don't look good to a potential customer. I'm gonna have to change some stuff. And you're gonna realize what's important to change and what's not important to change. So yeah, that's the truth. Right, so we have created our website. It's now live, so we're gonna log in. We're gonna log in and just get it sorted. So I'm sure you're familiar with WordPress, but go to WP admin and we can now use our credentials, which can be found here. So in Cloudways, access details, and then you've got your WordPress username and password. So just click that to copy it. And then we're gonna copy the password and log in. Now, important thing, if you're not familiar with WordPress, this might be news to you, but if you are, it won't be. You want to sort out your permalinks to start with, because they are normally like a bit weird. I think if you do that, it's fine. But I just want to also point out, I know I'm saying but a lot. I know this is kind of all over the place, but it's I'm just doing a lot of this off the top of my head. You can do this however you want, and I have recently changed how I do things. So for this website video, I am going to be building this on WordPress, and I do recommend you do the same thing. But the reason for that is going to be more because it's easy to see where you're writing your content, and it's easy to just get your content written down quickly and organized. What I recommend you do is, after you've built your website, and I am jumping about 18 steps ahead here, after you've built your website, if you want to build it using a component library, which I recommend you do, then you build it you rebuild it, and you copy the text from your WordPress website over to what you rebuild it in. So I use Nuxt now. So I built a website a long time back with WordPress, and I basically copied all the content and pasted it into my Nuxt site. The reason for that was it's way easier to code, for me anyway, in Vue.js and make it look good and use Tailwind UI components. Way easier than trying to mess around with WordPress and having to use stuff like advanced custom fields, which is great, by the way, very good. And yeah, it's just a lot easier, a lot quicker. So that's the reason for that. But again, it's completely up to you how you do it. So let's go to our settings, and we want to go to reading, and we want to set a static homepage. And you know what? Let's actually make a homepage first. So we're going to go home. Oh no, I forgot about this. Okay. This might be fine for you using the block editor. It's not for me. It's just not. So I'm going to have to quickly install the classic editor, which should be here somewhere, hopefully. There we go. They know, it's like they know that the block editor is horrible. Just my opinion, just my opinion. So, oh no, I didn't activate it. Okay, it's okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Activate. Pages. Now we're gonna say home. So just bear in mind, we're not gonna smash out an entire website right now. we're just going to get the basic website done so that we have the starting point. Like, don't worry, I'm not going to sit here and like think up a load of content. That'd be terrible. But I just want to get you to the starting point where you can get that ball rolling and, you know, get out of that rut of procrastination. Because at this point, believe it or not, we have a live website. We have a live website, so that counts for something. Surely. Right, we're going to want to change that as well. Oh, wait, change. So here we go. I don't know where all these links are coming from. That's new. So 2025. Wow, that's the theme we're on. Okay, so we want to get rid of, we just want to basically clean it up so we can get to the point of starting. So let's delete that. Trash. Refresh that. So I'm guessing that's a widget. It's been a long time since I've really delved into WordPress all that much, so I don't really know about the widgets and things. I don't know why that footer's there, to be honest with you. I don't know if I adjust that in the page. Okay, let's just go to the home page and we're going to try and get that sorted. Good thing about Cloudways as well, comes with this caching plugin. Probably while you're developing, if you are going to make your own theme, which I don't actually recommend based on what I was saying before, don't recommend it, but it's worth disabling caching, because caching is just a nightmare when you're developing. Great when your website's live, but it's a nightmare when you're developing. All right, I'm going to fast forward this because I'm going to use my brain and try and just come up with some nonsense text, but not nonsense. What a wonderful looking website, but that's not the point, as I keep banging on about. It's not the point. It doesn't need to look beautiful. It's not the point. It's about getting something up there. I need to figure out how to remove this, and I will try and do that in this video for you because it's actually quite annoying. Let's have a look, because you're probably going to want to get rid of that yourself. Customize, maybe. Obviously you can download a different theme, but I really just don't recommend it if you're just trying to get something sorted. Can I get rid of this? What's this about? Oh, okay. I'm confused though, because I got rid of the block editor, I thought. And this looks very block editory to me. Oh, okay, here we go. It's a bit random, isn't it, having these nav menus for things that don't exist. I wonder if I can change that. Yeah, okay, so you can change these sort of things if you want to. But again, it's not that important right now. Okay, there you go. So there you have it. You've got your website. You've got your marketing website started. It's simple, but hopefully at this point you're like, all right, I want an about page or a services page, whatever you're building. If it's your personal website or your business website, your services, you're going to realize, okay, that's important. I would probably, for my example, want to talk about how it works, this Mileage Monkey web app, the benefits of it. Like, okay, why is it good though? Why do I need it? Oh, okay, I can claim back thousands of pounds. Don't know why I had to get so aggressive there, sorry. So yeah, so just one other quick thing. Do have an SSL on here because of Cloudflare, but you're probably, if you're not using Cloudflare, you're going to want to set up an SSL with Cloudways, and it's really simple to do that. You just need to put an email address in here. So go to this page and you need to come down to SSL certificate, obviously. So put your email address, and then you want to just put, well, to keep it simple, just put in your, you can do one for each domain, I think. So you can do one for mileagemonkey.com, and then you could do another one for www. If you want to do a wildcard, you can, but you're going to have to enter DNS, a new record. So it's up to you if you want to do that. Install certificate. This will take a couple of minutes maybe. Obviously SSL certificate is very important because of the encryption, and Google will favor you more. I think it might actually be a legal requirement, don't quote me on that, but it's important. It's kind of a red flag, isn't it? If you go on a website and there's no SSL and you get that big warning, it's a big red flag. So you want to get it sorted. You want to get it sorted. What else is there that you should know about? Not really relevant for this video, but deployment via Git, very useful, very, very useful. There's so many tools with Cloudways. I mean, it's great for me with my Laravel web apps because it's just got everything you could possibly need for Laravel. It's optimized for it, so it's great for that. And I've just launched the web app that I touched upon earlier. I've launched that through Cloudways as well, and I used, I'm saying a lot, sorry, I feel I'm out of practice, but I used Cloudflare with Cloudways, and I was having a bit of a weird problem, and I was on live chat with someone from Cloudways. Too many flares and waves. What's going on here? So I was on live chat for like an hour with them, and they were so patient. They didn't actually get annoyed at me or anything. They just actually helped me get it sorted. I didn't actually read that message. Did anyone read that? Let's try again. Did I put the wrong domain in? I've got a feeling I maybe put the complete wrong domain in it. I have to watch that back. I don't know what I put in. Oh, do you know what it is? I'm not pointing at www. I think that's what it is. Let's just install that one. We can sort out the www later. I think I need to do a CNAME record. Been quite heavy on the domains recently, talking about them. I tell you what, right? When you start building a software as a service, if it's one that relies on subdomains for your users, which mine is, you learn about domains very quickly. You learn about domains quickly. I know so much now. I've never been interested in domains. I'm not interested in domains for that matter, but when you need to work with them a lot, you kind of, you get knowledge fast. It was always kind of mystical to me and like confusing. I didn't really understand it because I wasn't interested. Again, I'm still not that interested, but I had to be. But it's actually very useful information to have. So you feel like you actually understand a bit more rather than guessing. Because I always feel with domains, or I used to, that I'm just guessing what to do. And I don't know if I've either made a mistake with my records or it's still propagating, which is really frustrating because you don't know if you should then change something or not change something, and then you don't know if you're then kind of making yourself wait around longer because it's gonna be propagating. It's just a bit of a nightmare. But I know stuff about domains now, so if you've got any domain questions, don't contact me about them because I can't be bothered. But if you want to leave a comment, it's good for the YouTube algorithm, and I will reply to you. I will reply to you. Okay, we've got a domain. We've got a domain. We have got a domain. We've got an SSL. So we're looking pretty good. All right, we're looking pretty good. It's up to you. Ignore that. Ignore the database name. It's up to you what you do next. You're going to be very tempted to want to make a logo. I know you are. You're going to want to make a logo. You're going to want to start changing color schemes and stuff. You are going to want to do that. It's up to you, but I don't recommend you do that. I think the best thing to do is start writing stuff. Start creating some pages, start getting some content done, start getting some SEO content written, because the sooner you do that, the sooner you're actually gonna be making money. Logo ain't gonna make you money, trust me. The logo is not gonna make you money. The color scheme is definitely not gonna make you money. So get your content started, all right? Get your content started. I'm going to show you in the future, near future, how I go from this WordPress website to something that actually looks good, okay? So as I said, next step is you have to make the content, write a lot of content, and then you can make it look good. Probably if your business relies on a web app, actually build the web app as well. But I do think the marketing site is more important. So get that done first. You know what I mean? It's not more important, but it is more important. Get your marketing website done first, okay? Right, thanks for watching. Link in the description for Cloudways. See you next time, the end.